Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we are going to see about loops, right? So what are loops? So I will just create a file with loops.java. This .java extension is mandatory if you are using VS Code. Okay, so here you have your class. Okay, everybody knows that we need a main method to run our program. Only I have written main, and this is a main method. So what are loops? We can think of if we want to do a certain work repeatedly for some time, we used to have a concept of loops there, which means like if I want to print hello world, I will say that sysout, which means system.out.println hello world, and we are going to print hello world. So if I just run the program, you can see hello world will be printed, and it's just straightforward, right? Hello world is printed, no issues. If I want to print that maybe 100 times or maybe 200 times, I can't copy and paste this line 100 and 200 times, so that is not convenient actually. We have a concept of loops here. So what do I mean by loop is we are going to discuss about only the normal loop one, then we are going to see enhanced loop and for each loop. So first for I loop, right? So let me just cut it and show you how the syntax is. We have to write for, and these normal brackets, inside that I have to define a variable, right? So int I, which is starting from 0, and here is the condition. Okay, I less than 5, I plus plus. So just wait for it. Let me explain you what this is working is. In this for loop, first the value of I is 0, right? And we have to check this condition every time. So when the compiler run this program, it will check that if I is less than 5, which means 0 is less than 5. Yes, it is. So it will execute whatever written is here. So maybe I will just cut this line and paste it here. So which means that it will print hello world one time, then again it will go here. It will I plus plus means it will increase the value by 1. So first the value was I of the value of I was 0, now it's 1. So we have the value as 1, so it will check 1 is less than 5. Yes, the statement is true, so it will again print it until unless then the I value will be 4. Again it will print because 4 is less than 5. Now at the end the last value will be 5. So 5 less than 5, no, it is not less than, it is equals to 5. So here the program, this loop will break out, and the next whatever written here after this for loop will be executed. So this is how your for loops works. So in simple language, we have a variable here, and I plus plus means we are increasing the value by 1, and here is the condition. Until unless the condition is true, it will execute the code, otherwise it will move on and break the for loop, and it will move on to the next line whatever written here. So here the loop will go from 0 till I is equals to 5, sorry 4, because I when 5 is there it is false. So from 0 till 4 we have 5 times, so it will print 5 times hello world. Let me just run it, and you can see 5 times it has printed hello world. So this program is working. You can print it maybe many times, 10 times, 100 times, whatever you want, and you can see it has printed 10 times hello world, and it will work. Okay, so this is why we use for loops. They are like very necessary if you are like doing Java or any programming language for the first time. You should have a understanding of loops. This is the first loop, which is the for loop. Now we are going to, I will just comment it out, and now we'll see what are while loops. So we'll say while means there is another type of loop, which is while loop. We have to write like this, while, and inside that I have to write a condition. Inside my normal brackets I have to write a condition, maybe where I will take a variable of I, int I is equals to 0, and here I will say until unless I is less than 10, which means whenever I is less than 10, just do whatever I have written here. So I will just print out I. Okay, so and after that I have to do I plus plus, otherwise the I value will be remain the same, and I don't want that. After each iteration, this one time execution is called as iteration. So at one iteration it is 0, then again it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on until and unless this condition is false. And you will see that this is printed like first this will demonstrate that first the value of I was 0, then it do I plus plus, so then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and till 9. So you can just do one thing, that you can do +1 and you can print some numbers from 1 to 10 or whatever you want, right? So this is how your while loops work. One more thing, that this is known as increment operator. So this plus plus means increment, and we have another one which is called as minus minus, which means decrement. So decrement means it will decrease the value by 1. So if I just want to show you, we'll take a variable int a is equals to 5, and then we'll do sys out a plus plus. So we are increasing the value. So in this code 6 will be printed. The reason is we are doing a plus plus, which means the value of a plus 1, but again this will not occur here, just because of the reason it will do after a. After doing this, it will be this is called as postfix and prefix type of stuff. If I do plus plus a, it will print out 6, but again if I want to increase the value, I will say a plus plus here. So when I just do this, again it will show me 6. The reason is, after doing this, the next time the value of a will be incremented, and if I do plus plus a, which means first change the value and then move on to the next. So this is known as prefix and postfix. So this is how your these increment operator works. If I just do minus minus a, so 4 will be printed, and if I do a minus minus and then I print a, so again this will be 4. This is 4. So as you can see here, that this is how your increment decrement operator works. This is your for loop, this is your while loops, and here we complete our loops part. In the next video we are going to see some type of stuff we'll create using for loops. Okay, so here we end the video. Thanks for watching.